Oh, hey, Nadir, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just browsing the excellent selection of books here in the library of the Night Court. I don't suppose there's anything you'd like to read?
I would actually love to find some books for my favorite tabletop games.
You would probably want to actually take out a book like that, and I don't think you want to navigate the Fey rules for borrowing and lending. Instead, you may want to look at our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. In addition to tabletop gaming books, you can get dice and accessories, and they're a fantastic local store and would love to have your support.
Oh, hey, that's a great idea, but we're in the Feywild, so I can't go to the store right now.
Oh, not a problem at all. You can go to their online storefront that's linked in the show notes, and be sure to write in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you.
Alright, I'll do that. Thanks, Nadir. Anyway, we should get on with the show.
And welcome back, everybody, to Bard Rock Cafe, episode, 50-something.
57.
Sounds right.
We don't fucking know anymore.
It's... Time is a weird soup.
This is the show that never ends.
And that's our show, everybody. The world ended. They were too slow. The end.
Dang it.
Oh shit. Baragon, rewind time so we can save it.
Okay, I do that.
Roll con save.
This will be really funny if I just die now. Oh, that's cocked. You gotta honor the cock. Theoretically, what's an 18 get me?
Just a flat 18?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do I die? Would I die? Conceptually?
You rolled a D1000, right?
Yeah, and I got an 18.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if you rolled a D1000 and got an 18, I would give you whatever you asked me for. But because it was a save on a D20, on a very hard check, no, you all watch as the Thanos snap affects Baragon, and then shifts back into reality because this is not happening.
Okay, I was going to continue
Right.
yes-anding that joke with the deck of many things if we went that far. Well.
What's a deck of many things?
Many things.
A wish card is easy. Anyway. I swear I took ADHD meds part 2. It's just I don't know if they've kicked in yet, although theoretically they should have. How are you doing?
Steph, consider the line, it has a wish card in between.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that better.
Ooh.
There are other cards just kind of wedged in there that might not be beneficial.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Every card in the deck of many things either is or is not the wish card, if you think about it.
That is true of just about
If you
any
subtract where it
statement.
is from where it isn't, and where it isn't from where it is, using a super hadron collider, then you have a targeting
The missile knows where it is by calculating where it isn't.
This is, I think, the worst start to an episode ever.
Immediately derailed, just right out of the gate.
I haven't even brought up go to the ranch dimension yet.
Kenny, can we leave the
Don't-
Feywild and go to the ranch dimension?
Look, man.
Kenny, can we bring the ranch dimension into the Feywild?
Actually, the Feywild sounds like it might be the ranch dimension, to be
I was
fair.
going to say, if
What
you
is the
go
ranch dimension?
to a very particular corner of the Feywild,
The ranch court?
shit
No,
gets
it's actually the Night Court. The Night Court has the 24-hour diner that's open at midnight. So we go back to the Night Court, and there's just a place that's just a diner with an absurd amount of ranch in it. Anyway, Kenny, set the scene for us, please.
Yeah, welcome to Bard Rock Cafe.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Bar Rock Cafe, episode 57. Last time, the party escaped heroically from tea time with an old woman called Baba.
She seemed nice. So
Okay, they returned to the road where, unfortunately, Ginny Greenteeth had made tea. To my knowledge, no one partook in the fully marinated tea time, and they just got back on the road. And that's where we pick up, is more traveling from the Night Court to the Spring Court. You all see off in the distance, you are finally approaching what you can only imagine is the Spring Court. All types of different trees grow together in a forest that should not be, right? Plants and trees in full bloom, gorgeous landscape, a weird mix of stuff that doesn't, normally you wouldn't see growing next to one another. it's all kind of just meshed together in there. And your guides lead you on. I would like for Rook and one other to give me a perception check, please.
Who else has good perception?
I have +8. Is that better than everyone else?
Yes.
I got a 6.
The
My
bard would be...
perception is all of +2.
All right.
Yes.
I have a 20. I have a 22 after modifiers.
Okay. Rook, what you got?
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are off
God
to a
damn.
great start. You know the routine.
Yes, I know.
Wow.
For those of you just
2D100.
joining us in our 57th episode, when someone rolls a natural 20 or a natural 1, we roll 2 D100s, keep the better result on a natural 20. And the DM will look at some tables to figure out what happened.
And my two D100 rolls are 10 and 62.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
God, I fucking love looking at tables. It's my favorite part of tabletop RPGs.
I like tables.
That's not a lie.
They're mahogany.
That is actually really what I love about a game called Rollmaster is that it's just a fuck ton of tables.
Wait, I thought you were talking about the fact you get to look at furniture tables, not...
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, I thought that was the joke, because you're like, that's my favorite part of tabletop RPGs, looking at tables.
No.
Anyway, which is better, looking at tables or looking at tables?
I don't know, Paul. I gotta say tables.
Okay, if you're going to be, like, controversial about it. Anyway, Kenny, what is the wild magic effect?
Well, subverting a little bit of what I had planned for tonight. Rook,
Mm-hmm.
with your nat 20 perception, you hear a womp.
Okay.
And you look down to where you heard it. You don't see anything there except like just a tiny little spot where like there's some dust that's disturbed. And oddly enough, there's a purple banana peel on the ground that everyone sidestepped except for looks like a tiny little footprint that stepped on the banana and slipped on it. But you don't see what the tiny little footprint came from.
Okay.
And additionally, with your nat 20 perception, you see a very clear pathway going into the forest. Well-worn dirt road going into the shrubs, right? Easy to follow. Difficult to see, just because there's such dense foliage there. But you feel like you can follow this without any trouble at all. Brock, you see that, and with the over 20, you definitely hear the boom, and also see the banana peel.
So the little footprint is going in that trail, or is that just two separate pieces of information?
Well, no, that is like next to the caravan itself, right? Like,
Okay.
and you know, like when you step on a banana, you can tell where somebody stepped on the banana because it's mushed down.
Yep.
It's a very, very tiny foot.
Okay. I gotcha. Let's follow it.
Okay,
I would like to add 1 purple banana peel to my inventory.
sure. You have it.
Do you feel the spirit of garbage coming for you, Paul? Another character
trash
taking
man.
over? The trash man?
No, I have very specific plans for this banana peel that will come up by the end of this story arc. Kenny knows what the plans are.
Let's go. I'm gonna
Alright.
track that banana man.
You track the banana man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banana.
How would you? Oh boy.
Wait, I got this. Armbar, can't you see magical shit? The person's probably magically invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you saw Diana in that fight like 50 episodes ago.
Can I?
Technically true. Yeah.
What, from the danger sense or something?
No, you're a wild magic barbarian, so I want to see magic. You have like,
Oh,
limited-
wow, yeah. Yeah, so I can sense magic, right?
Yes. There's an invisible creature nearby.
Can I see any footy prints?
Roll. I'll have you roll survival. Actually, try and track.
Thank goodness. A 14?
Okay, let's see. Roll again.
15.
Yeah,
Ooh.
15 does it.
Yeah, got it.
So, yeah, you see little tiny footprints. It's not super clear, because it's just in the dirt, right? It runs off into the grass. And you look off into the grass, And like, you don't normally watch as like grass sways with the wind, but the grass is swaying kind of funny in certain spots. And more than one spot, actually.
Armbar's just gonna kind of scratch his chin and peer into the grass, and he raises his other hand and he goes, "Think I see something floating on over there."
Inky, power word fetch.
Oh man.
You're still riding on top of Inky, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm riding Inky as Inky's going to... I want Inky to just go and scoop this thing up. Not kill it, just scoop it up.
Roll. I need you to roll for Inky, but I don't know exactly what I need you to roll. Hang on.
Animal handling? Question mark.
You know what? I'm rolling perception. Just for fun.
I just wanted to track like a normal person.
We don't do anything normal around here.
Yeah, I know. It just
say,
seems so off.
Why can't
Welcome
this
to the
be
show.
just a normal, regular banana man?
Yeah, right. Exactly. I just wanted to find the banana man. Like, I don't get this.
Get this thing. Why?
Alright. Okay. Roll perception, which I guess for Inky would... Yeah, Inky is +6 perception. Roll
Okay.
perception at disadvantage for Inky specifically.
Alright, we have a 14 and a 13. So 13 plus 8, or plus 6 for a 19.
Okay. Inky recognizes what you're telling it to do, but it cannot because it does not see to fetch.
I just
Well
pointed
done.
at it.
You pointed at an invisible creature. It's like, it's over there! Oh.
Damn it.
What are you talking about?
Oh?
This is
I rolled a
going
whopping
great.
14. I look over there. I'm just like, Anbar, I think you may need to cut down on the caffeine.
If,
It's her
if I
twitching background. What do you mean? Ooh.
So Ken, you know how I have a stock kitchen in my food truck?
Uh-huh.
I want to just take a bag of flour and throw it in that general direction to do the thing where you cover an invisible creature in powder so it's not invisible anymore.
Okay. So hang on, because I've got a lot of people talking at once.
Yep. Okay.
Brooke, you said you just wanted to track it the normal way. What are you doing?
Tracking because he pointed and said over there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow Armbar's direction.
Okay. Alright. Roll a dex save.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
You got this.
Wait, I think there's something. Sorry, there's something about saves over here. Doodly doo 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 boobity boo. No, nothing that I need to that applies to this. So, I got a 16 total.
Okay. Yeah. You run that way.
Okay.
And what looks to be a net made of conjured banana peels just flings at you out of nowhere. But being the agile rogue that you are, you just sidestep around it. And then you hear this eep! And the sound of little tiny feet.
Ah, tiny feet.
And you all see a conjured banana peel net that then disappears.
Disappears.
a banana peel net?
Yeah.
Is it a net full of banana peels or a net made of banana?
Made of banana peels.
The net
Okay.
is made of banana peels.
The net is made of banana peels.
This is awesome.
Maybe I need to lay off of the caffeine.
I told you.
You saw the banana peels, right?
I think the banana peels taste good dipped in coffee. Want to give her a try?
I give Armbar the banana peel to dip in his coffee.
Okay. Are
I
you
wanna
doing
eat
this? Okay.
Yes.
So you do this. Make a wisdom saving throw.
We're about to find out. Oh boy. I'm gonna do something here because I don't think that was a good roll. Can I use Indomitable? Can I tell you what I got and then I can choose to use Indomitable, or should I do that now?
Tell me what you got just for the audience.
I got
Well,
11.
I am also 90% sure using Indomitable in the current long rest cycle already. 'Cause
Oh, did I?
think You either used it last episode or the episode before. I'm like 80% sure.
Yeah. Okay. So above
Probably.
game, it's been like a few days of travel. All right.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
guys are
okay.
absolutely at 100% right now. You have all your stuff. Sorry, that's on me.
Okay, never mind. I thought this was the same day.
Am I about to risk an Indomitable over this?
That's up to you.
I guess up to you.
Yeah.
I will tell you that you said, what did you say?
11.
11. Yeah, that definitely fails. So it's up to you. Do you want
I'm
to see
doing
consequences, or do you want to use Indomitable and?
Nope.
Okay.
Indomitable. Wisdom?
Yep.
Come on, Karma, don't screw me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, are you
That's
kidding
a
me?
natural one.
I rolled a natural one.
Okay. So
Good news.
That's karma.
you still have consequences, and also more consequences for your hubris.
God.
All right.
That's what I get.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll 2d100.
I got a, what does that say? 41 and... I rolled 20's acting weird. 41 and a 92.
92.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. One of these is these are both just whatever. All right. One of these is contextually appropriate. One of these is armbar appropriate. Which one would you like?
I think it should be contextually appropriate.
All right. All of you watch as Armbar's weapon disappears.
Remember this one?
What?
Like that super fancy the chain thing that you got him.
The thing I made him.
Nothing's gone forever.
Where'd it go?
It's just invisible because Armbar can see it because it's a magic weapon.
And that's it? Like, that it just disappeared?
Well, Armbar, you still feel it there. It's just invisible.
What are you talking about, Barry?
You're the axe. It's just gone.
Oh? It's right here. And I pull it out. It's like, oh no! What's going on?
Gonna lean over to Baragon. Alright, maybe we don't eat the bananas. I think they make you hallucinate a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here, to be honest.
I don't know, it tasted pretty good.
Okay. So my other question is already answered, kind of, so I'm not even going to ask it.
Oh.
So what happened after I failed the saving throw?
I'm going to ask it for the audience, even though I know what the answer is. Armbar, in this moment, what are your thoughts?
Coffee and booze, probably. And smashing things.
And where the hell is my axe?
Where the hell's my axe?
Yeah.
Dude, where's my axe?
So, there is a foreign force that you don't know is there, that you don't detect, but it is delving into your thoughts in this moment. Rook, you hear, since you are closest, little snickering.
Yo, I know you're there. Rook's getting irritated.
Rook.
She's starting to huff and puff.
Yeah?
Also, I feel like a dumb ass asking you this. What was my wild rat magic roll? Like, what was the thing that I got from my roll?
Okay, did I not say it?
I don't remember it.
You-
I could
you-
be me.
All you said was you see a banana peel in a footprint.
Oh, yeah. So, just to actually explicitly say it, a creature that is hidden from you slips on a banana peel and falls. So, the wild magic was a purple banana peel appears,
Oh,
and a creature that is hidden from you slips on it, and
I feel
is
so dumb.
momentarily
I'm
revealed.
so flippin' sorry. I feel like an
That's really
idiot.
fucking funny.
Okay, I got you.
You threw me so much with that question, I was like, wait, what
Wait,
was it?
no,
I had to
like-
go back and check. I was like,
I
no,
thought
this
that
is just...
happened in the environment.
Armbar, you were the victim of a detect thoughts spell.
Okay.
So a creature is reading your mind.
Okay. I thought maybe it was like the same thing that Paul had where Brock's thoughts were above his head or something like that.
No, different thing.
Gotcha. I should have picked the armbar one. Another choice wronged.
Would you like to know what you missed?
Yeah.
Your hair immediately would undergo a year's worth of growth.
Well, come on. Like, that would have been so awesome.
You would have immediately
Damn.
turned into, what's the Muppet called? Sweetums?
I was thinking Cousin It, but same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
want that one
awesome.
instead? I'll rewind time. Whatever.
True, but no.
Let's redo the saving throw.
Paragon, roll a con save. Nothing bad can happen.
Even if
here.
it's only like 6 seconds or whatever.
Trickster's blessing. He's not using his time powers.
It's true. Anyway.
That's fine.
Nice.
Rook, what's your armor class?
Oh, me? Oh, it's 18.
Oh, yeah. A little pebble flicks you right between the eyes.
Hey! Rook's so flippin' mad right now. She dashes in the direction where that pebble came from. She's just in a rage. She don't even care.
Roll perception.
I will.
And actually, roll it at disadvantage, please. But roll perception.
Will do.
I'll even tell you, you're looking for an 18.
Okay, let's see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The lower of the two is 15. But wait a second. There's a thing. Let me just double check. Okay, so I got exactly
Am I about to get...
17.
Oh, because of reliable talent?
Yeah, but it's 17.
Okay, so... Yeah, with the 17, you know this creature's there, right? Like, you're seeing the effects of it messing around in the grass, but you can't quite pin it down, because it's invisible.
Rook,
Can't find it.
she's so mad. She's like, oh! You just see her like, I hear him, I hear him, and I feel him, and I see him.
What is happening right now?
Did you lose a
I'm not
contact
sure.
or something?
Look for
I-
Banana Man.
Kenny's,
Rook is too angry at Banana Man to explain.
Kenny's the banana thing saying anything?
What do you mean?
Did you eat one of the banana peels?
Pontus, is it saying anything out loud?
No, it is
Okay.
snickering and running around and generally being
Okay.
a nuisance.
Hey, can you stop being a nuisance? I figure I should at least try that. It probably won't work.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Advantage on those. Alright, how does a 14 plus 0 for 14 do me?
Well, you feel a magical force trying to force you into the form of some kind of animal. Maybe a peacock, maybe not. But this one you
All
fight
right.
off.
Say, fuck you. Vicious mockery. It just has to be able to hear my voice, so saving throw for this fucker.
You are correct.
The
Alright, what's
DC
the
is
save?
17 wisdom. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my
Roll your
I'm gonna roll
damage.
my 3d4s of psychic damage on this fucking thing.
Oh god.
7 damage.
You said 7 damage?
Probably had 4 hit points.
Yep. Should have
7
thought
damage.
about that.
You're right.
Get it,
You all watch as a pixie just appears in the grass and slumps to the ground.
Aww.
I did ask it nicely to stop. You all saw it. It should have
Dead
complied.
or just like knocked, tired, and prone.
Yeah. Can I have non-lethally pulled the fuck
I
off?
will allow it.
Rook
Oh.
picks up the pixie and shakes it.
Don't shake the baby.
Oh, yeah, that's great. We're gonna roll a death save right
She
now.
just shakes it a lot. She's just mad.
Wake up, fishy!
I turned into deer. Like, do you have any idea what they're doing?
Wait, Rook, I got this. I pull out an empty pickle jar and poke like a small hole in it.
I
Here, put it
always
in
thought
this.
I'd be the last one to go senile, but
Rook just throws it in there.
Yep, we now have a pickle jar with a fairy and a tiny
That's
little
good for 4
pinhole for it
hearts.
to breathe in.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead.
This is what kills the deer, is that joke.
That joke.
I had the tiniest little bit of a word I was already saying, and then
Yeah, so, like, a couple other voices go, "Eek," and they start running away.
We love you.
You see little trails of pixie dust as invisible creatures fly into the sky.
So, was this the pixie that's carrying all the bag made of banana peels?
No. That was a net that was conjured that happened to be made of banana peels.
Is the net that was conjured made of banana peels still around?
No, it poofed away.
Damn, I wanted
Do
to
we
add to my
see
inventory.
bananas growing anywhere?
Oh no, this is not. No.
No, that would be the summer court.
Yeah, so
The wrong
there's
produce.
there's a pixie
what is
that's
some
just
spring
dying
produce
of internal
becoming?
bleeding in this jar.
So,
It's at 2 past death saves, so I mean it's probably gonna be fine.
I will cast Healing Word on the damn
Okay.
thing if it doesn't stabilize at this one.
Well, it heals 1 hit point and is back at maximum HP.
Cool. Did I proc Wild Magic?
Oh yeah, let's see. Yes, actually.
All right, cool.
You've procced more
We
wild
have a
magic
night-
just doing random shit.
91.
91.
Aw.
Where am I at? Okay.
Scroll all the way back to the top.
Uh-huh. Alright, roll a d10 for me, please.
Okay. 4.
Okay. For the next 4 hours, your voice will frequently crack or squeak as you talk or sing.
Hey, I sound like a pixie now. The pixie in the jar probably thinks that's very, very racist.
It is actually, as you talk and your voice cracks, it just giggles. The fact that it is trapped in a jar does not seem to distress it in the slightest. It does try to fly out and bonk its head.
I would like to transfer some of the juice from another pickle jar so that it is partially submerged in pickle juice up to its ankles through the little pinhole I made for air. Just to establish dominance.
Gonna lean over to Nadir.
Alright, so what do we do if they've all kind of caught the crazies? Like, is that a healing spell? Do I need to use the EpiPen? What's the play here?
well, there's too many of them, and the EpiPen only works once, and the Fae just kind of does this to people. I think if we get going and we leave this place, maybe whatever is here will stop affecting their minds and not affect ours. It's difficult to say. This place is purposefully strange.
That's a word for it. As I say, as I'm watching them pour pickle juice into a jar with probably something in it.
So, Stephanie, are you judging me right now? Because I remember around episode 17 or 18, you wanted to troll some goblins by floating a pig head
I,
at them
the
and going,
player,
ooga booga booga.
am loving this. Epi is a judgmental little shit.
Okay, fine. Epi, are you judging me right now? Because... Right, fine. Let me just put this in character. Broncos, Epi, are you judging me right now? Because I remember this one time where you took a pig head and trolled
There's
some goblins by
nothing
going
in the
ooga
jar.
booga booga at it, and you think this is weirder.
Yes, this is significantly weirder. Yes.
Wait, can Epi not see the pixie?
The pixie is visible. The invisibility definitely dropped when the pixie, died.
There is, in fact, something in the jar, Epi. You should probably... There's this item artifice called
My
eyeglasses.
eyesight
you should
isn't
investigate.
that bad. That's just a very strange... He squints at the pickle jar. Pickle? That you have in there?
Pixie looks down, looks up at Epi, snaps its finger, and
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Just bloop.
Hey, Arn, Bard, want a snack?
Sorry, I'm full from that banana peel.
You burp, and a little purple cloud comes up.
Are our guides still nearby?
Yeah, there's other people with
Oh,
us,
yeah,
right?
they are just taking
who are
it
just
all
kind
in.
of watching this and going, well,
Yep.
fuck, I guess.
So, at this point, Lobo just is like, pixies. just grumbling and continuing on.
Anyway, I write forbidden pickle on the jar's label and put the pixie inside of the food truck.
Okay. Yeah. So, the pixie has also inherited the intelligence of a pickle, so the polymorph will last for the full hour.
Wow.
Anyway, so that happened.
I mean, we're close, right? We should probably get going.
Yeah. So you travel a little ways on. You finally arrive at the spring court. It looks vibrant and lush and beautiful. Spring at its best, right? Any of you that are allergic to any kind of pollen at all are sniffling and sneezing and having not a great time. But the area is gorgeous, right? Birds are singing in the trees. Seems like a paradise. And you just are walking along the road. Your guides stop and say that it will probably be at least another day of travel before you arrive. But you are in familiar territory now, and there is likely not to be any significant danger, but to keep your eyes out because you have been warned that there are spiders, more than usual, currently in the spring court. And at that, you travel a little ways on. The road just bends through the trees. Because of how it curves, you can't see too far ahead. Not that you would be anyway. You're in a forest. Thick wooded area that blocks most vision past a few feet into it. Does anybody want to do anything on the road or before you bunk down for the night in camp?
I got nothing.
Okay, so I understand putting it in the jar, but why are you pickling a fae?
Because it looked at us funny.
This hardly
establishing
seems
dominance.
like an appropriate response.
You hit me in the face. Rook protests.
See, Rook's on my side.
I believe.
Pixie, do you apologize for hitting Rook in the face? I will let you out if you apologize and you sound like you mean it.
I'm sorry you got hit in the face.
I would like to add, the jar was at 1/4 pickle juice, is now at half pickle juice.
The pixie is now underneath the pickle juice.
Just drinking it.
This just seems a little I think they call it
That's what I would do.
cruel and unusual.
Let it play out.
I mean,
Let it
unusual,
play
yes, I
out,
don't know how
dear.
cool
I want
this
to
is.
see how my soul
Like, it's
page
fine, it
works.
goes there.
I mean, it feels like I'm outvoted here, but this is
Jeez.
Poor.
And
You all hear a little pink, 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 and you look down at the jar. The pixie has turned into one of those fat bumblebees that is now flopping against the edge of the jar.
except it's wet, so it
oh
can't
fuck,
fly.
it's a bee. Keep it in.
Listen, man.
In fact, plug up the hole.
Yeah, actually, I take the hole, but let it slowly suffocate. That's apparently less cruel and unusual than slowly water going into pickle
just
juice.
don't want a bee to get out. Me, Justin, doesn't want a bee to get out. Not Nadir.
There's a bee.
Anyway, as funny as this joke is, I feel like we abandoned we let the pixie free at some point. Like, loosened the jar lid so it would be able to eventually wedge it free, like, an hour ago, so it's not a problem
I feel
for
like
us.
it'd get free whenever it wants, because if it can just turn into stuff and you made a pinhole, it can turn into, like, a
pin.
flea. Yeah.
A gnat.
Yeah, sure. So, whatever. We ditched the jar a long time ago.
Okay, sure. At
Just
some point,
ditch
you all
the
notice that the
jar.
cucumber is.
At
It's
some
just
point,
no
we
longer
got
in
bored
there,
of holding
right?
it and
It's
just
like,
kind
oh.
of dropped the jar somewhere.
So we
Exactly. No, we
in the
found a
Feywild.
properly labeled recycling receptacle, which is probably a mimic.
Nadir,
Yeah.
Arcana check real quick.
Okay. All right. 15.
Okay. I'll give you this with 15. As you're about to toss away the jar that is now empty, you look and you notice that there's some specks of dust floating in the pickle juice, and you realize that you have pickled pixie dust now. And you have no idea what the magical properties of that
Well,
would be.
obviously, I put it in my component pouch.
It's there. Okay.
Anyway, I do have a thing to do before we bunker down for the night. I
Okay.
would like to cast Sending and ask Diana. Hi, we are in the Feywild. This is Brock. How are things in Waterdeep?
Okay. gonna roll twice to see if you get a nat 1 on either way. Alright? For you sending out to Diana, no. It does go through. For Diana sending back to you, okay, it does go through. It's different planes. Now, what was your question?
I asked how things are going in Waterdeep and let her know we're in the Feywild at the moment.
There's a bit of a pause, and then... Hello, Brock. Waterdeep is... fine. We have some extraplanar refugees. And it's causing some tensions in the city. But the Blackstaff is keeping the peace tenuously. Do hurry back. And that's where the response ends.
Going to spend a second spell slot to say, will do. We will head back to the material plane after we fix the Tablet of Fate here.
Okay. Does go through. The response goes through. Okay. Thank you.
Alright, cool. Did I proc Wild Magic on either of those casting?
No. Shoot, I don't remember if I 10 procs or not. I'm gonna say yeah, just goes.
Alright, 88. I think I've gotten 88 before and I don't like it.
You cannot remember anyone's name for the next hour.
Oh, that was not too bad. Oh, hey, Chucklefucks. The person that we like that keeps the grave says that everything in Waterdeep is fine. I mean, I thought calling everybody Chucklefucks was creative. Anyway, the gravekeeper lady says the town we're from is A-okay at the moment.
Diana? Oh.
Who's Diana?
We should maybe
I'm
move
lost.
on.
I just wanted to make sure for the audience's sake we knew when not Waterdeep had stakes.
Rook just wants to ask if, like, because they want to see her, do the guys want to take her to see anybody before she has to go to sleep?
Just
The guys.
guys.
The guy. Yeah, the guys, you know.
The guides.
Like,
Okay,
what
Yeah,
sorry.
you know.
It's like, who's the guys?
Our crew.
Halil and Lobo, as you ask them, basically, what specifically you're asking?
Halil, Lobo, you guys. Am I supposed to go anywhere or can I go right to sleep?
Oh, we are not yet back at...
We're not yet back. We have 1 day's travel, right? I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
out of it because we have not been on track. I apologize, everybody. Never mind. Rook's going to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. So, they explained that the plan is to get you to the Spring Court Prince's Manor.
Yes.
Where you can meet some of the other nobility, maybe find something out, maybe somebody will know something. That is the hope. Rook goes to sleep. What does anybody else have anything to do before you all go to sleep?
I actually do. So Inky doesn't need to eat, sleep, or breathe. So Inky's going to take watch while we sleep.
Okay. Roll a perception check for Inky for all night.
Oh.
That is a 16 plus 6 for a 22.
Okay.
And just because I didn't use them, I'll give Inky a bardic inspiration. Let me just add D10 to that real quick.
Okay.
That's a dirty 30.
Okay.
Gotcha. Alright.
I think Baragon's probably one of the last to sleep. He's taking some time, like
It's a
in
bold sleep.
like a spot kind of secluded, and
He's taking some time.
trying to figure out how to manipulate this time thing a little more without, exploding about it. I don't know what I should
Okay.
do about that.
How long are you spending on this task?
Let's say an hour.
Okay. You're spending an hour. There has to be a decent way to phrase this.
Training.
Pondering your orb.
There you go.
Also, a bold statement to say that you went to bed after Epi.
Yeah, Epi's just gonna sit up with you and
Oh, okay.
watch your marble observing.
You have your own orb you can ponder if you really want
What,
to.
pondering the orb?
True. I might ponder my orb as well. We're bonding. With our orb pondering.
Pondering.
Just do not cheers with them.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
So what exactly happened with the clinky?
Well, whatever we did was bad, so we're not gonna do that again.
But what about the science?
And anyway, this continues for at least an hour.
Okay.
I know that Armbar is
So-
probably laying in bed with a gut ache. And he keeps tooting.
This is why we don't eat
He keeps
banana
tooting.
peels.
Yeah, no, Armbar, here you go. Here you go, champ. This will help. I give him his little stuffed alpaca.
Oh, thanks, boss. You always know how to cheer me up. And he just cuddles with it and turns over and is just like starts like smooching on it.
I will say, your next visit to the restroom, it's purple.
Oh God! Oh brother! Gonna have to
that
ask
was-
Brock for some prestidigitation.
I love DM.
Oh my gosh.
It just really stretches my creative muscles in new and exciting ways.
Now, technically, you said the next chirp he makes in the restroom, you didn't specify whether it's 1 or 2. Does that mean no matter what, purple's coming out?
This
is true.
that was my oversight. So,
Like, I just want to put that out there for. I had to think it, so now everyone else had to.
It's purple.
alright, so I need from Epi and Doubletail a charisma check.
Charisma.
Can I give them 2 of my unused bardic inspirations?
Sure, I'll allow.
Thank you.
That's a D10 for both of you.
So just flat charisma, or like?
Yeah, just flat charisma check. D20 plus a D10 plus your charisma modifier.
19 plus 2 for 21. Plus 4 for 25.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a nat 20
Ooh.
plus 4 for my charisma saving throw, plus 2 for that bardic thing.
So what's that total?
26.
Okay, so 25 and a 26, which is surprisingly good for both of you.
It really is.
Alright, roll your 2d100 for the wizard
Okay.
wild magic table.
Wizard nonsense. Da, 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 da. We got 37 and 82.
As you're both contemplating these aspects of divinity that you hold, you notice there are a lot of doves just in the trees all around you, right? Like, I'm talking like a lot. Like, have you ever seen that huge flock of crows?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we're talking a lot of doves just everywhere. And they're not doing anything, they're just in the trees watching you.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
So.
So as you guys
The bird's part of this.
spend an hour in contemplation, an hour is not a long time, but you both rolled really well. The aspects of divinity become a little bit less alien and unfamiliar to you.
Yay.
You managed to, first of all, not do anything unfortunate as you poke at this aspect of divinity. But it also becomes slightly more, we'll say, approachable to your spirit. Does that make sense? Like you feel like this won't overwhelm me as easily next time. It is still an aspect of divinity.
We've attuned to it slightly more.
A little bit. So the DC to save against the negative effect of poking at it has decreased.
Yay.
Okay.
Not by much, but it has decreased.
It's not a flat 20 to pass anymore.
Yeah, what was it last time? Like a 25?
It was some such nonsense.
It was pretty high.
Well, I guess that'll just take some time, for lack of a better word. No pun intended, of course.
Oh, I see. Because yours is time. It's alright. If we're supposed to understand it, it'll be fated that we'll do so. That on a roll first. By the way, did you notice the just massive amount of birds?
Yeah, I was wondering if that was like part of this. I didn't know if birds had anything to do with your thing. I didn't see any birds when I was in Pandemonium, but I might not have been looking the hardest.
I mean, technically, the Raven Queen's got a thing with crows. This is a bunch of dove.
Have the birds
I mean,
done
what are
anything, or are
doves,
they
but
just
I'll buy
looking
them
at us?
crows.
I have the ability to cast Leomund's Tiny Hut. I think I might do that just because they're freaking me out a little bit. But before I do that,
I would like to do the looky magic thing. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. Detect magic. There we go.
Okay, sure.
I would like to cast looky magic thing.
Looky magic
I
thing.
cast Looky Magic.
Looky magic thing, thank you.
Do these dove look funky fresh?
Oh yeah, they are all radiating illusion magic.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna want to
Okay.
stay in the hut tonight.
And I'm going to take a minute, and I'm going to cast Leoman's tiny hut around all of us.
Okay.
Somehow we put the entire food truck inside them.
That was gonna be something I brought up. Yeah, so the food truck definitely does not fit under there. But also you have a bone claw that is
But the bone claw's on
actually
watch.
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting at a nice 30 perception check for watch tonight.
Which, by the way, when the doves appeared, Inky was like, Brock, like shoving me. I'm like, dude, it's
Help,
birds.
help.
Except the bone claw cannot speak, so it was more like
No, like, yeah, I know. I was more like describing the general action, not actually the verbalization of the word Brock.
just
It was like,
Yeah.
shove.
like a really, really uncomfortable alarm clock, right? Just
Exactly. Just visceral grunt and really, really pointy shove.
Yeah. Radiating bloodlust, right? Just trying to wake you up.
Like, Inky, we're psychically linked, bud. You don't need to actually shove me.
You hear in your mind, Okay. So yeah.
Well, since we're all stuck in the hut and I can't really move on account of the fact that, it's centered on self, Epi's gonna do something that he normally does in secret when everybody else has fallen asleep.
Aw.
Epi, we just opened up a gift shop to help raise funds to rebuild the Bard Rock. Look at this fancy new design.
I'd love that on a new t-shirt.
You are transported to a world of t-shirts, all identical. You can feel your sense of self slipping away from you as the shirts reach out and grab you and assimilate.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Epi, where'd you go?
Wild magic. Don't ask, it was terrible. So, where's the gift shop going to be?
Oh, well, we have two storefronts, bardrockcafe.redbubble.com and tpublic.com/users/bardrockcafe. So anyone can support the Bard Rock.
The coffee mug is really cute.
And that's not all we sell. We have t-shirts, hoodies, children's apparel, baby
Bard
onesies,
Rock
notebooks,
Cafe's gift shop
stickers.
is now open. Sales go to support the show. So if you want to help out and also get some cool Bard Rock Cafe merch, go check it out.
And that's everything we had so far. Epi, are you listening?
Did you say something?
Epi, Diana, I brought you both a cup of tea. It's not Earl Grey, but I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I've had your tea, and it's all cups of lies.
First of all, I make the finest tea prestidigitation has to offer. Second of all, this is a new line of teas we'll be serving at the Bard Rock from now on by our partners at Many Worlds Tavern.
Oh, I've heard of them. I'm particularly fond of Sleepy Fields and Golden Root myself.
Well, look, if it's good enough for Diana, it's good enough for me. I'll have a cup of that Farthing Harbor.
Of course! Here you go. And I pour Epi a cup of tea.
Epi, roll perception to determine if the tea is made of lies.
Damn it. That's a natural one.
First of all, you are absolutely convinced Brock used prestidigitation on this tea. Second of all, you feel a wild magic surge inside you, and dozens of thirsty customers appear outside of Brock's food truck right here in the graveyard.
No worries, folks. We have plenty of tea from Many Worlds Tavern for all of you. Try a cup of Sage's Gate or Sacred Spring. Somehow I already have dozens of cups of this already prepared and steeped for this occasion.
Of course you did.
Want to brew some of this delicious tea at home? Just go to http://manyworldstavern.com/bardrockcafe and use the code BardrockCafe at checkout to save 10% on your order. As always, a portion of your order supports the show. And if you're a coffee drinker like my good friend Armbar, they have options for you there too.
Brock, I'm happy for you and all, but get your food truck and all your customers off my lawn.
Sorry, Dan, I can't hear you. This tea is selling like hotcakes. So are the hotcakes. Bye, everybody.
Where are we now, Llewellyn?
Well, Meanie, it looks like we've arrived in a universe where Jump Leads is part of the Bard Rock network of podcasts.
The Bard Rock Network? Wow! That's a whole new audience ready to experience our adventures jumping through parallel universes, like when we found that colony of religious robots, or the time we were chased by a knife-wielding dinosaur.
What about when you spent a whole episode looking for a bathroom?
We don't have to talk about that.
Listen to the scripted sci-fi comedy podcast audiences are calling a cross between Sliders, Doctor Who, and Lower Decks. Jump Leads. Season 1 available now wherever you get your podcasts. Season 2 coming soon.
Who was that?
Sounds like this reality is actually an ad spot.
An ad spot? Wait, so none of this is canon?
It was, until you asked that question.
I am going to cast Pan's Animated Shadow, and my lovely little shadow, like, Epi's gonna kinda sleep. It's not the best sleep ever. It's kinda sleep, but it's, good enough. His shadow detaches from his feet and starts slinking off into the night to go explore things.
Okay.
And I would like to have my shadow watch those birds.
Okay.
Planning on watching it more effectively than my Bone Claw's perception check of 30.
I'm gonna follow them with my little shadow, or, just go explore. See, I'm gonna follow the winds. If the birds aren't doing anything, maybe the shadow feels like, going and looking. Maybe I see a
Inky
spider.
also
Who knows?
starts shaking me because Inky sees the shadow moving around.
Same as before, just
Distinct awful.
Yep. Like, damn it, Inky, I only need to know about things that aren't us.
Inky, watch for weird shit. Literally 30 seconds later, it's the Feywild.
So what would I roll to see if I can find some cool shit?
Well,
while we're all
first of
sleeping?
all, after about an hour, the birds dissipate because it was a wild magic effect.
Oh, well,
What is your shadow doing? Just exploring?
I would like, just exploring. I want to see what's going on. If people are up to things, I'm gonna spy on them. The usual, just gonna see what people are up to.
Okay.
What do I roll for that? Like, can I spy on Lobo and all of them too? Maybe see what they're up to?
Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
A little bit. It's a shadow. It can hide in the shadows of the night.
Roll stealth at advantage for your shadow.
Okay. It's okay. It's 15 plus 1 for a 16.
Okay. So, Lobo is easy. Lobo is in his wolf form. He is easily asleep, and is doing that thing where dogs are running in their sleep.
Aww.
Halil seems to be deep in meditation. But that one does not even recognize that anything is amiss.
I want to ruffle through her things since she's not looking at me. Not take anything, I just want to see what is in there.
Aren't they under the... Alright, how many people fit?
They're presumably under the bubble.
Brock is in the food truck along with his alpaca, and Inky's probably perched on top of the food truck.
Ginny is still in the food truck. Anyway, Ginny is just tagging along and trying not to be offensive in any way. Okay.
Mood.
Yeah. So your shadow sees all of that. What are you messing with the
Mostly
caravan,
my-
or are you going exploring?
Let's go exploring since nothing particularly interesting is happening with Caravan.
Roll me 2d10s, please. Some of the first and then the second.
Okay, so we got a 5 and a 9.
Okay. 5 is the direction, and a 9 is the encounter.
Ooh.
So as you go off the beaten path, but only a little bit, you go into the woods. Your shadow starts to hear The wind is blowing through the trees, but it starts to sound more like a song, and less like it's just wind.
You hear Brock's voice blowing because Brock is a song.
But not, when I say a song, it's not, you don't hear singing. It sounds like one melodic note, held for like a second and a half, and then it just turns back into wind. Yeah. Then it happens again and again, right? Doesn't seem like it's an accidental thing.
I'm gonna follow the singing.
Yep. Roll survival.
Oh boy. But yeah, every night Epi sends out his shadow to go futz around, and that's what he dreams, and then he just goes back to bed. It's why he doesn't sleep very well. Let's see, where's survival? Okay. You know what? I'm using skull dice. Here we go. Whee! What did I roll? That's a 10 plus a 2 for a 12.
Okay. It's weird. You start fluttering through the trees towards wherever you can find the sound, and it seems like you're going in circles. It seems like you can't pinpoint where it's coming from, like it is riding on the wind itself.
Ooh. Neat.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Whee! Ooh! 19 plus 2 for a 21.
Okay. The direction that it's coming from seems to shift as you float around. Not in a you've passed it, but it has a different point of origin, which is contributing to you becoming lost.
Huh.
But looking around, you can't see what would be causing this sound.
I want to go to a top of a tree and see if I can see it from there.
Okay.
And feel free at any point to be like, yeah, and then everybody wakes up. But it's up to
Sure.
you.
So, roll me one last perception check, and that'll determine how well you are able to find this.
Okay. We got sparkle dice. We've had mixed results with sparkle dice. It's its turn to prove its... Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, it did not prove itself, and it's going in dice jail forever. So that's a 3 plus a 2 for a whopping 5. My shadow just runs around a bunch.
Yeah, you flit around through the forest looking for the source of this sound. Can't find it. It is...
Okay.
It seems like, as you listen to the note for longer, it seems like kind of a mournful song. Being sung very slowly. But you can't find where the source is. And... yeah. Alright. I'm going to roll this. There's no point, because it's against a 30 perception. Inky absolutely detects some invisible creatures coming towards the camp.
And I bolt up as Inky finally gets the hint and just goes, wake up in my head with the visceral groaning sound. And I'm like, what is it, Inky? And then you have like that exchange that they have like in old episodes of Lassie. It's like, little Timmy fell out on the boat, you say. And I'm like, everybody get up, there's things. I ping everybody individually with my telepathy to not alert the invisible things that we know they're coming.
Okay. So everyone is awake at this point. Everyone has woken up and has been alerted to the presence of... With Inky's role, I'll even say that it is definitely the pixies. There seem to be more of them than there were.
Epi sluggishly gets up, and I'm sure Brock maybe caught the tail end of what Epi was dreaming about. Dreaming, quote unquote.
Oh yeah, I canonically can peek at people's dreams with my telepathy. I forgot I could do that.
What?
Did we get far enough in our rest that we regain resources we used before the rest, or no?
No, the pixies would have come in the middle of your long rest.
That I figured as much. I just wanted to check so I understood the thing. Do I get the impression that they include the pixie that I waterboarded?
Oh, well, above game, yeah. In character, you're not sure. Lobo smells pickles.
There we go. That's how we got there. Joe, do we want to like pack it up and book it from the pixies, or do we want to deal with them?
I mean,
technically we're in a tiny hut, so they can't get in for at least another...
Yeah, you're in a tiny hut. I have a
hours.
giant food truck out here with a bunch of people in.
Right.
Do you want me to do a fireball?
Actually, yeah. If you fireball them, even if they pass the save, they die.
How many of them are there?
Arbar, how many of them are there?
Oh, no, I will say there are 5. Because, again, a 30 perception check? Inky
Yeah, okay. Inky grunts at me 5 times. There are 5 of them roughly in, and I kind of like draw like a square in relation to us on the ground to give Epi an idea where to plant a fireball.
Okay, I can do that. 1 second. He is tiredly ambles towards the side of the thing, does all the stuff for casting a fireball, looks back at where he's supposed to be aiming, looks back, and then just at the last moment sticks his hands out and casts fireball where the pixies are.
Okay.
It's a DC 16
It
dex
doesn't
save.
matter. Like, they have 1 hit point each.
Also, the forest is now incredibly on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
It's fine. Do we have some combination of control flames and thaumaturgy to snuff it out like 1 square at a time?
I have chromatic orb. I can maybe make that cold. Put it out. Would that work?
I mean, it kind of worked on the burning building. Oh, I can also snuff out fires and prestidigitation, so we could. I feel like that'd be like trying to put out like a forest fire with a couple of like really bad fire extinguishers. Do you have like control flames?
No, he doesn't.
And it's bad if the forest catches completely on fire, right?
Yes. Lobo says from the front.
Okay.
I thought that was Inky for a second.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I'll try.
He speaks.
Oh my god, it's his first word.
His first word is yes.
Alright, give me 1 second. Let me see. How on fire is it?
It's a 30-foot. No, it's a 20-foot, right?
20 foot? So like the size of a small clearing. Yeah, probably somewhere between 5 and 10 trees.
Oh boy. It's caught all of those on fire so far.
It's not. You guys are able to get it under control.
Okay.
Let's not belabor this one random point.
Fair enough. So I'm like, if I just reduce 1 tree to make it really small if 1 tree is caught on fire.
Let's
we're
not
fine.
belabor this point. You're able to get it under control.
We form a bucket line with our 20 people. It's fine.
As you are in the process of putting out the flames, Halil walks over to a small pouch that was invisible, but it was crafted out of leather, so obviously the pixies didn't make it. It seemed like it was something they pilfered. The pouch survived the fireball, not, in great shape. She opens it and pulls out, looks like a little tiara made of vines.
Does this mean anything to anybody?
Doesn't look familiar to me.
Epi, completely just sleepy as hell, just picks it up, puts it on minibar.
Oh, yeah!
Does it fit?
It doesn't fit well. Doesn't seem like it was made for minibar.
He puts it on anyway.
Of course he does. Minibar now has a slightly oversized vine tiara.
Based on the size of the tiara, would it be possible to roll an insight or something to try and figure out who it was intended for? If it was intended for any of us?
I mean, seems like it's intended for a roughly medium-sized creature.
He wants
Armbar
uppies.
is a small-sized creature.
Doesn't seem magical or anything.
No, it is just woven vines.
Epi, can you speak with Dead?
Yeah, why?
Ask the dead pixie what the fuck the crown's doing with.
Oh, that works out perfect. I pick up the pickle jar. So you know that spell, Soul Cage?
Yeah.
That's
Also, the deer has the pickle jar. Just saying.
I do? When did that happen?
You said I put it in my
Oh
component
no, I put
pouch
the
because it
pixie
had
dust in my
it.
component pouch.
Okay.
Anyway, I have a food truck.
Then I apparently have the
I
pickle
got you.
jar.
It's fine.
Okay. Because I really want to capture this pixie in pickle hell. Would it be alright if I had done that when I cast the fireball? Because I kind of wanted to, but I didn't want to slow things down.
Alright, remind me how Soul Cage works. It's been a minute.
Okay. I snatch a soul, I stick it in a cage until I destroy the cage, which
It's a
ends the
reaction.
spell.
Okay,
Other than
I
that, I
got
can use it 6 times.
Okay. I had to look it up.
Once you exploit it for the 6th time, it's released. You can steal life, ask it questions, you can borrow its experience, Eye of the Dead, which is a thing. I'm just gonna send you a screenshot.
The relevant one is the part where you can talk to it. That's what we care about.
So yeah, you managed to snatch the soul of one of the pixies. Technically it's supposed to be a tiny silver cage. I'll let you use the pickle jar. It's, same thing.
It's a very nice pickle jar.
It was one of those Trader Jim's pickles. I don't know, everybody liked them a whole bunch. Alright, I shake it and it gets a little glowy with death magic. And I would just alright, Brock, what question do you want to ask that little guy?
Who was the crown for?
I shake the pickle jar, it gets glowy. Alright, who was the crown for? I ask the soul a question, no action required, and receive a brief telepathic answer, which I can understand regardless of language. The soul only knows what it knew in life, but must answer you truthfully and to the best of its ability. The answer is no more than a sentence or two and might be cryptic.
Okay. It doesn't know names, so I'm trying to think of what it would say.
We get an emote that resembles vaguely who it was for.
It was meant for the little fairy girl.
Do we know a little fairy girl? I ask
Is
everyone.
the pixie talking about Rook?
I'm not a fairy. And I'm not even that little.
Hey, Minibar, can Rook borrow your fancy new hat?
He
for a moment?
looks over at Rook and back at you, and he wants to do it for Rook, but he's he walks over to her and gives it to him.
No, Minibar, it's fine. Give me an hour and I'll have you.
Oh yeah! I'll give it. I'll give it right back.
We will have so many flower crowns within the next day.
I hadn't even considered that, but yeah, you absolutely can make exact copies of this thing.
Whatever it is. Alright, is Rook the Queen of England now?
It does fit on Rook's head, yes.
Rook hates wearing hats. She's pissed again. First I get hit in the face, now I have to wear a flippin' hat.
You do have a little tiny red spot on the bridge of your nose where you got hit with the bell.
This is a nightmare.
Everything sucks.
It's fine, Rook. Hold on. I pressed to digitize Rook's pores to clean the soot out of there from the pebble.
Okay, it's a very clean red spot.
I do a very great exfoliating treatment via prestidigitation.
We are stretching the limits of this spell.
You guys have been stretching the limits of this spell for 57 episodes.
I'm sorry, if it can clean people as if they took a shower, why wouldn't it be able to clean a blackhead out of a pore?
I'm just saying.
He's got a point.
Rook's somewhat grateful, but she's too grumpy to be grateful right now. I'm sorry.
Is this crown anything other than a crown?
Does it do anything for me that I'm wearing this? Nope. Rook takes it off. Here.
Alright, Minibar, just leave it in the thing for the rest of our long rest, and I will have 8 hats for you in the morning. Or you can sleep in the food truck. I think that counts too.
I'm gonna shake the jar one more time and ask, why do you have a little flower crown for Rook?
It was a gift.
From who?
From?
You're using another charge to ask that from.
I will shake it with a little more gusto.
What are you asking it?
Tell us in detail about who you got the crown from and why they gave you the crown to give to Rook. You little pickle person.
That wasn't very
Okay, I'm
nice.
shaking it.
Me and my friends all got together and we made the crown to give it to the little fairy girl because we wanted her to have a gift because we like her.
Me? Now Rook is. Can Rook hear any of this? Wait a minute.
Yeah, say
Never mind, I can't hear a damn
telepathic,
thing.
so
I
I'm just-
still don't like the hat then. The hat's still stupid. Sorry.
However, Brock is listening to this whole thing because he can telepathically eavesdrop on people we've established.
This is true. Epi just looks at this soul that is currently being tormented in pickle hell that he personally put him in. Rook,
Yeah.
They made it for you because they like you and thought you deserved a nice little gift.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So we shouldn't have murdered them. That sucks.
Are we super sure that Rook is who they meant by the little fairy girl?
That's
Can we,
give me one
can we roll
second.
an insight check?
still don't think it's me.
I shake the jar. One more time. I'm like, alright. Just to be sure. And I point to Rook. If that's the little fairy girl, point to the little fairy
little
girl.
pixie tormented spirit points to Rook.
Okay, well that answers that, I guess.
Rook, apparently you're queen of the pixies now, the ones that aren't dead.
I feel a little bad about that. Should I raise this guy from the dead? I don't
I think there's
know
more
that-
than one.
Well,
There's
but
four
you
of them.
also
Do you want to burn all your
Soul Cage, you get one shot at it, so the other four are just gone, right?
But no, but how long has it been? Because Epi could revivify 3 times.
This is true. 4 times, technically.
Well, no, 'cause
Wait, no, just
Okay.
one. I've used a lot of spells.
we started fresh at the beginning of this episode, remember? You're
Yeah.
level 11.
I cast Leomund's Tiny Hut, Pan's Animated Shadow, and Fireball.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I personally have 9 spell slots of 3rd level or higher. You cast 9 3rd level plus spell slots, because Revivify is the 3rd level spell, and you get a freebie. I'm not telling you what to do with your spell slots, but mathematically, you sure fuck can do that.
That's true, I could use higher spell slots.
Because we haven't finished the long rest. We're gonna get the slots back in like 2 hours.
True.
Rook, do you want me to bring back the tiny little pixies that we just burnt to a crisp?
I mean, if they like me,
Time sensitive
I want to
question.
know why. Yeah, bring them back.
Alright, I toss her the pickle jar, and I go out and I'm gonna just crack my knuckles and blow a bunch of spell slots until I, bring back all
So
the
Kenny, you know
pixies.
how Steph just burned 7 spell slots
Uh-huh.
this session? You haven't rolled for wild magic for
You're
anything.
absolutely right.
Oh shit. Well, we're about to get a lot of them, because I blew 3 4th level.
Yeah.
And then there was another pixie.
And so, yeah, 4 for the Revivifies, then Spell Cage, and then Fireball, and Lehman's Tiny.
7 total?
7.
Alright, so.
Yep.
Oh, and I get a spare one just because I get a freebie with Mort.
Well, no, I include that in the spells cast. We had you roll for that with more freebie.
Okay.
So anyway, I brought all the pixies back except for the one that's currently in a cage, because we do have to let him out of the cage before I can bring him back.
Yeah. So, 4 pixies are alive. Give me 3 wild
boy.
magic rolls.
Oh boy.
Fine.
Okay, here we go.
Epi cast Fireball
We've got
himself.
a 12. We've got a 12, a 36, and a 93.
12, 36, 93. Alright.
Bless you.
93. Okay. Epi,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to describe in detail where you're standing, what is around you, and where everything is. Like, describe the scene to me right now. What does your campsite look like?
Wait, isn't Epi standing where the pixies all died, like approximately 30 feet from the site?
So going in order for... Alright. Tell me what spells you cast and in what order during the day. So we had Leomund's Tiny Hut as the first one, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we have Leomund's Tiny Hut, we have a Detect Magic, we have Pan's Animated Shadow, we have Fireball,
Yeah.
and then we have
So,
all 4 of the Revivify.
The triggers happen at Hand's Animated Shadow, and then 2 of the Revivifies. So, for the one with Hand's Animated Shadow, describe what's happening. Describe the site, describe the campsite. I know you're all inside Leomund's Tiny Hut. Tell me what happens. What's...
So inside of Liamon's tiny hut, you've got Lobo over there who's,
huge.
like, he's curled up. He's doing a little dog run. We've got the pretty owl lady. She's in a trance. We've got most folks are just conked out sleeping. In the center of it, Epi is just sort of curled up and kind of shifty sleeping because of the shadow, and it's fine. I think Brock is in the the truck that is apparently slightly outside.
Yeah, I'm like on the edge of the campsite because we want probably opposite side of the campfire. Brock, Jenny Greenteeth, the retainers, the spectral alpaca Brock summoned, and Inky are all on the other side of the campfire.
Okay. If Epi,
because it's a 10-foot circle.
If Epi were to look straight down, what would Epi see?
Dirt.
Okay.
Just dirt and grass, and just there's a campfire off to one side. Most folks are just sleeping peacefully. Epi's got his book clenched next to his chest, the usual. There might be a pill bug somewhere, just for funsies.
So hang on. A small, thin, green ball appears right in front of you as you cast Pan's Shadow, and then shoots straight down 60 feet, disintegrating the soil beneath you all the way down.
Did Epi just dig a well?
Epi cast Disintegrate straight down.
I'm so glad I was laying down.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I need you to tell me in detail before I tell you what happens. It's like if you orient your character specifically sort of way, you might hit an ally, you might hit your spellbook. You don't know. Like, you tell me what's happening.
I am so glad that I was just laying down.
Yeah. Okay. The next one was.
Yeah. 12, 36, and 93.
36 and 93. Okay. On a 36, you cast Detect Magic, and you see... This is when you're doing Revivify on the pixies. You see really powerful conjuration magic coming from somewhere nearby.
I think about what I was dreaming, and I'm like, oh no.
And then the other one was 93. And then as you revivify the last pixie, the moon vanishes.
We can wild magic away the moon?
Oh.
Yeah, Epi can.
Damn.
Epi's just sitting out there in the dark, looking up at the... this is the Feywild. Do they have one moon or several? Do we have, like, a spare?
It's just a moon. Just one.
The summer court is now having all kinds of coastal tide problem.
I am sitting there with a pixie in my hand, staring up at the sky. Guys, I think I took the moon.
You take the moon, and you take the moon.
Yeah, you all see it. The moon's gone. It's just not there.
I'm over it.
Wait, is Lobo still a wolf?
Yeah.
He's not a werewolf.
He's not a werewolf. He's a fae that has a wolf form. It's different.
Epi had said that out loud. Just turns and looks really hard at Lobo, and then at the missing moon, and then Lobo, and then it's just like, I'm not going to say it out loud.
You see the wolf open one eye, and you could swear that you just watched a giant dog roll its eyes and go back to sleep.
Did Epi tell us about the giant source of conjuration magic?
Oh, right. Guys, two things. One, look! We got the pixies back. Yay! Okay, actually three things. One, moon's missing. Two, pixies! And three, there's a huge-ass source of conjuration magic over there, and for reasons I'm not going to get into, I know for a fact it's got some sort of hypnotizing little song that it sings that's a morning song, and it's hard to track.
Oh, morning song. That's my grandfather. He was a mortician.
Of course he is.
Anyway, is the source of conjuration magic in the direction we need to head, or is it just off in some direction we don't need to worry about it?
It is that way, and I point.
Kenny?
is a random direction.
All right, cool. I don't want to waste a spell slot dispelling it.
But what if it's cool?
Look, I don't feel like exploring areas of the Feywild, which has actively tried to kill us every time we've deviated from this path. Exploring the Feywild.
I'm gonna look at the little pixie in my hand and whisper,
Do you know what's over that way?
It looks up at you and it says, "Please don't burn me again."
I won't, I promise.
We thought you were here to murder us, so sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder. I'm sorry. I'll bring your friend back in just a second.
Yeah, like, the Gross tried to kill us, and then, like, this little lady tried to kill us. Well, she tried to kill me. Like,
She turned you into a peacock.
Yeah, like I said, she tried to kill me. I was functionally brain dead for like 5 seconds.
Huh. I just thought peacocks looked pretty.
Yeah, and they're really fucking stupid. Anyway, everything he's trying to kill us, so we apologize. We thought you were part of the everything.
Oh. The pixie is just like,
oh.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Rook wants to clear something up over here with this hat business. Rook is still obsessed with this hat business. Why did you make me a hat? Now that they're awake and alive, she's been waiting patiently. Why'd you make me a hat? What's this?
Well, it's for you.
Yeah, I know.
It's your...
I get it's for me.
We made it out of vines.
I mean, thanks. But you don't even... I don't
You're
know
welcome.
you. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Oh, hi. I'm Pix.
Okay.
Oh my god, can Pix and Sprit be friends?
Can Pix and who?
Pix and Sprit should be friends. They're both tiny little fairy creatures.
How do you know me?
Oh, I don't.
Okay. Ooh.
It's a very fine hat. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Rook interjects.
No, Rook. It is literally made of vines. It's a very vine.
A vine hat. Rook is defeated.
There's a there's a heavy pause, and then one of the pixies goes.
Rook hates everything. Okay, who told you to make the hat?
Oh, nobody.
But you like me apparently? You don't even know, but you don't know me. How do you like me if you don't know me?
Oh, because you're funny.
Rook is so fucking mad right now. She's not saying a damn word. She's not saying a damn word. Rook turns her back.
Well, how about little pixie friends? No hard feelings. Would you like to accompany us? We are journeying to the heart of the spring court. Would you like to join us?
No.
That's fair.
Can I use up all the things to take the one pixie out of the pickle jar and return them to life?
Okay, what other things are you? You have 2 charges left with this other pixie. What do you do?
The dead one? Is there one that's still dead?
Yeah, the one that was trapped in the soul jar because Epi didn't want to just cast Speak with Dead.
You can't revive it because the soul is literally imprisoned.
Whoops.
To be fair, that one was being the one that was being an asshole. So the other ones didn't do anything to harm us.
Okay, so what else do? You have all of these options. You need to use 2.
I'm gonna crack it open and use the last 2 for a borrow experience and get advantage on my making your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw with advantage.
If you don't use this benefit before the start of your next turn, it is lost.
Oh well.
Dang it. Wait, no. Eyes of the Dead, at least once, I'm just gonna, get a little light, shine it through the pickle jar, and then use the Eye of the Dead to name a place, the Spring Court, and see if, little Pixie knew where it was.
So you're naming the Spring Court.
Yeah, just the entire state of Texas, no problem.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm like. Somewhere you've been. So, sure, it's your first time using the spell. You're like, this is definitely how this should go. You see trees.
Wait, Epi, ask them where this tree is. I hold up the drawing of the tree.
That's a drawing. We're surrounded. Look to your left and your
Epi,
right.
This
There's
is a very
so many
specific,
trees.
special tree. And I point out all the ways it's special because I did an excellent police drawing of this tree.
I shake the little pickle jar with a ghost of a pixie in it. Alright. I show a little light through it. Show us where that tree is. Just very different from other trees, apparently.
Yeah. So, it actually does not know. So, this one does not use a charge.
Oh, darn. I tried. No, this is this is the Dryad's home tree, Epi. You say it looks like other trees might actually be racist to Dryads.
I haven't had a great track record in the Feywild so far. I don't know if you've noticed.
All trees look the same, right? It's fine.
Wow.
There's like a tree ant right behind us that just grimaces.
I shake the soul jar for the last one. Alright, how are you supposed to tell the difference between one tree and the next, especially since they look the same?
The pixie goes, wow. And it just poofs out of the...
And then the pickle jar just pops open.
The pickle jar just shimmers and cracks and explodes. And
now,
you can...
Now Epi's covered in pickle residue.
Do you raise this last pixie from the dead?
Yeah.
It pops up, and the first one's just, you're racist.
Where I'm from, the trees don't think.
Wow. Now, Epi, the material plane definitely has tree ants and dryads.
You hear that? That's the sound of the hole you're digging.
Not in the city that I know of. Are there dryads in Waterdeep?
I mean, in Waterdeep, probably not because it's a city, but like outside of it, the entire Forgotten Realms, yes.
I've never been there.
Epi can't step outside of city walls anymore.
Yeah, no, he's wanted everywhere but Waterdeep.
I don't have any wanted posters for me that I'm aware
I
of.
flip open my food truck door, and there's just a sign that says wanted, and it's a picture of Epi. Do not serve this man.
Why? What did I do?
You still owe me 3 silver for that cup of tea that you keep complaining I prestidigitized, even though it's the last one I gave you that was real. That's why you only been getting water for the last 2 years.
Really? I just pulled 3 silver out, and here's one for the road, and I throw in another one. This whole time I could have been having real tea, and you're just like, no, I'm not gonna tell you you have a tab open.
I told you, you kept not paying it.
Because how can you tell the difference between your fake tea and the real one?
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
the pixies have all gone up to observe Rook wearing the little vine tiara. They're just whispering amongst themselves and like, "It looks really good on you."
Thanks.
Why are you so angry?
I just don't get it. I don't,
Why do you have to get it?
do you just like walk around on the earth or fly around not caring about anything that you do?
Most days.
Oh, that's nice.
It really is.
Okay. So do what?
Okay.
I mean, doesn't that just make them flying versions of Minibar?
The one pixie just flies up and tries to pat Rook on the nose and then flutter away.
Rook is so taken aback. Okay, so wait, so none of you could explain to me why you made this for me.
Why'd you wear it?
You said it was for me. It was a gift. What, am I rude? She says, like, wiping the shit out of her nose and snorting and coughing.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. It's kind of why we like you.
Okay. Rook warms up to that. She likes that.
I like it. It should have opened with that.
Rook takes out Fairy. Hey, Fairy. Meet these pixies or whatever.
You feel Fairy kind of get me like a little bit on guard, like, oh boy.
I don't like them either, Fairy. I say mentally. I don't like them either, Fairy. Help me.
I thought you were like changing your ways about like your thoughts on the pixies, and then you just going right back. I really hate you. But thanks for the hat.
I really don't
fucking
like
hate them.
Thanks for the hat. I guess they're nice-ish, but I still don't fucking get them, man. So, Fairy, what do you hear? Some new friends.
Oh, are they friends?
In my mind, I'm like, I don't know, Fairy. Do you get pixies? Have you met them before?
Yeah.
What?
They're not, they're a little different.
Yeah, you telling me. At least I'm not alone on this.
But I mean, they're mostly harmless.
Mostly. Should I
just kind of irritating?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Listen, I'm just gonna tell the pixies. Okay, thanks for your hat. I don't have anything for you except
I got you,
okay,
Rook,
guys. Guys, here, have a bag of caltrops. I'm sure you guys will have so much fun with these.
Every pixie at the same moment goes, ah, yeah! And they take the bag of caltrops, and it takes like all 5 of them to lift it because they have like a strength score of 1.
There.
Okay, that works. I had a thing I was going to give them, but that works.
There, go nuts.
Just do that. Just do that somewhere else that's not here.
Yeah. What he said.
You know who would actually love that? The Winter Court.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't go there.
Oh.
Anyway, I also have something for you guys. And remember how when Armbar and the food truck arrived, the Hat of Many Hats made a bajillion copies of Armbar's sweaty headband? I give each of them one sweaty headband.
There are now 5 pixies with sweaty headband togas on.
Ew.
Looking good.
So they each of them, they're all helping to carry the bag of caltrops, but they're each wearing a sweaty headband toga and carrying a individual caltrop in their offhand.
Nice.
Like a weapon, right? Like, so you hear this little, yeah! Like a little pixie war cry as they flutter off into the distance.
Above game. I think we made a gang, guys.
Start snapping their fingers.
You absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, they were in their gang colors. They have their weapons. Yeah, no, we made a gang. All we need to do is get them some drugs to deal.
Oh my gosh.
One of the
We're in
pixies
the
comes back.
Feywild. That's
What?
just everything. They already have the banana peel.
Oh, that's true. They have the psychedelic bananas.
Lobo just sort of groans, is like, I hate pixies. But they are gone now. We should sleep.
I'm going back to bed.
Going back to bed.
So, you all get a full night's rest after this. No more interruptions. You seem to have appeased the pixies. They have had their fun with you. As you wake up the following morning and you all get back on the road, it is not far down the road that there is something smack in the middle of the path. As you approach it, at first it seems like just a random pile of like junk, right? But it's very well, like it's got twigs stacked on top of each other and some tiny sticks sticking out of the ground vertically, like they were placed there with leaves, where like the sticks poking through the leaf. And there's some caltrops just placed various points in this little construct that you see. It seems sprawled out just along the path as something. Somebody roll an investigation check for me.
I'll do it.
Alright, let's see it.
Rook investigates. Okay, so 18 total.
Is that a reliable talent 18?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I can't even be mad about it. It's such a great ability. Because in my head, I'm just like, 15 seems like a good DC. That's solid. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's Rook. Rook just laughs at the 15 now. But yeah. So you're looking at this and you're like, wait a minute.
Are those?
This seems like a map. Made out of twigs and sticks and vines and caltrops.
I take a picture with my camera phone. Okay, but like, but for real, I can look at it.
I got
Come on,
this.
everybody, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So I gesture for everyone to look at it.
I got this. I pull out my sketchbook.
Okay. So looking at the map, and Halil and Lobo come back and look too, and they're like, it's actually not a bad map. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, that's where we are, and it's like this one little caltrop.
Yay!
That has a tiny little vine wrapped around it.
And in tiny, tiny font it says, "You are here," the little arrow.
Right. Looking at it, and you're able to kind of reason through what it is. You're seeing the forest that you're in and the path that you're on. It shows the entire path back to the Winter Court and like where you've come from to where you are now. There is like a very large acorn that is balanced on top of like a little stick teepee that shows like the manor for the Spring Court. That's just a little bit further down the road. There is caltrops littered throughout the forest, right? A little ways back, just partway between the Spring Court and the Night Court, just off the path, near where you see kind of a little trench. Yeah, a little trench dug into the dirt. And then in the little central area around that trench is a pile of caltrops holding up a crow skull. And you infer that that was Baba's hut. And then kind of off in the forest in a certain direction, you see a single flower. And Rook, you would recognize this flower.
As?
Yeah, so deep in the trees, or what represents the trees anyway, is a tiny little amaryllis bulb. Hasn't quite bloomed yet.
Where's this? Rook points. Looks at the two guides.
You look at the two guides?
Yeah. I'm expecting them to know.
They're just like, it's interesting.
They
don't seem to have any context to it, right? It's not a bad map.
Is the bulb location very far from us right now?
It's a little ways off the beaten path.
I have to go here, Rook says. I have to go here pretty much now? I don't know how this is gonna work. We just started moving. But I'm already going off the beaten path.
Okay. Halil just looks at what is very clearly a present left by the pixies. And Rook seems driven, and Halil just falls in step, and Lobo is just like, this is not the right way.
I'm sorry.
Where are we going? This is not the right way. Okay.
It gives up instantly.
I'm sorry, I feel you, man.
Lobo, it's fine. I put a flower crown on him because I now have, after 8 hours of sleep, so many flower crowns.
I will point out that this is a rook-sized vine tiara that you have.
Yeah, I just put it over one of his little wolf ears. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is.
I make him a flower crown out of flower crowns.
Okay, I can dig it. Yeah, you make it work.
I just daisy chain them together till it's his size.
But yeah, that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Oh.
Oh.
As you all decide whether or not you're going to follow, but as Rook, with unusual purpose, makes her way immediately off the beaten path into the woods.
Exactly.
To grandma's house.
Oh, don't say that. That's not a good context in this place. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you next time for episode 58.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I can't wait to see what the Amaryllis is.
Nadir, I took your advice and ordered tabletop gaming supplies from our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. I got a new book, some dice, and other accessories.
That's wonderful. And you remembered to tell them in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you?
Yeah, of course. But now I have another problem. Brock gave me the money for the supplies and said it's coming out of the budget. What does that mean?
Oh, well, our show and the other shows on the network are partially funded by our viewers on Patreon and Ko-fi. In addition to covering costs like editing and web hosting, we use some of those funds to purchase the actual games we play on air. Because, as creators, we want to support the developers as much as we can.
Okay, so our viewers can go to the Patreon and Ko-fi linked in the show notes to support us and the rest of the network? I didn't know that.
Yes, correct. Anyway, why don't you tell me more about this game you're planning?